radar stands for? Radio detection and ranging. Okay. There's two types, pulse and continuous. You should know how they work. Pulse send a short burst of energy, reach the object, and then return to you. So what can you do with it? Alright, the time taken for it to go and come back divided by 2. Okay, remember to divide by 2. If you don't divide by 2, you get 2 distance. Okay. Next, continuous wave transmission. Alright, when we talk about continuous wave transmission, our bicycle can push in. You leave outside, later get stolen.
You know cycle here?
You can cycle. No, you can push all the way to the corner. This corner.
Burdens, yeah.
About continuous. Okay, we have. Just lean against the chair. Unless the chairs are very expensive, more expensive than your bicycle. Don't worry. Okay. When we talk about continuous, okay, you have to know this thing called Doppler shift or Doppler wave radar. All right. What is Doppler? Or what is Doppler? Alright, Doppler means when you have a wave and this wave is, and the source of the wave is moving. Alright, the frequency will change. And this is known as Doppler effect.
D-O-P-P earlier.
Do I look like I'm your primary school teacher teaching you how to spell? Alright, Clint, you should be reading your 6P.
You say read that, forget.
Okay. So this is the one here. Doppler shift. Okay. Okay, so aircraft carries weather radar. Alright, and weather radar uses, of course, radar to detect objects in front. Okay, they detect objects using the pulse radar. Okay, detect object using pulse radar, and how do they measure? This one you should know. Okay, this formula. Okay, so besides detecting objects, okay, which are the rainfall, the precipitation, we want to know whether is there dangerous situation like this. Okay, by the way, they suspect the QZ, the AirAsia, crashed because of this. They suspect. Alright, and though we have this dangerous situation, can we know that there's this dangerous situation? By the way, this is called microburst. Alright, wind shear is a form of, microburst is a form of wind shear. You follow me? Microburst is a form of wind shear. So this microburst, how does the weather radar detect? Okay. Now this side, air is moving towards you, air is moving down, and air is moving away. Therefore, when I project a weather radar signal into this area, and then it reflects back, I will experience Doppler effect, for the reason that this area is moved towards you, this area it moves away from you. You understand this? So aircraft are equipped with Doppler radar to detect wind shear. Alright. And of course it's not being tested. This is P11. When you have a wind shear on your system, after it detects wind shear, it will shout out wind shear, wind shear, wind shear. And the pilot will be trained, or are trained to react to this kind of situation. Okay, so why is microburst so dangerous? Alright, why is microburst so dangerous? When you go into a microburst, the pilot doesn't know. Microburst is invisible. Alright, you can't see. So when you go in, what happens to the airspeed? Airspeed tends to increase. And then what does the pilot tend to do when your airspeed increase?
Stop.
Right, the pilot will tend to decrease the airspeed by lowering the thrust setting. By the time he does it, it's already here. Microburst is called microburst because it happens in a very small area. So when the aircraft is here, then there's a downward force pushing the aircraft down. Okay, now the pilot thinks, oh no, I need to increase my power to go further or to go faster. By the time he increases his power, he's already in this area. And when you have a tailwind, what happens to your lift? It drops. And therefore, if you understand all this, just read from 1 to 5. And then you would know that why microburst is so dangerous to an aircraft, especially when taking off and landing. Because when you're taking off and landing, you're near to the ground. Okay, you're near to the ground. Any movement up and down, up is still okay, but down, alright, okay, you will crash. So QZ is suspect, is this thing, okay, but not confirmed. Okay, so all these are primary radar. Primary radar. Okay, if there's a primary radar, there should be a secondary radar. So this one we'll talk about this in the next problem. So you should understand what is a primary radar. Primary radar, the same signal that is being transmitted, the very same signal is reflected back to you. Okay? For those who are not here, you just tell them. Okay, they will test you what is the color of the wet hill. Then ask them to draw the wet hill shape. No, for those who didn't come. Okay, this one will not be tested. Okay? Was it because last time you didn't come and then the people tell you must remember all the numbers?
What? I didn't say anything.
Alright, so for weather radar, there will be several colors. If you are colorblind, then remember. Anyway, the UT script is black and white. So red color is dangerous. Yellow, proceed with caution. Green is safe. Black is no precipitation at all. Okay? If you see magenta, you know what's magenta?
Turbulent.
Yes, magenta is pink color. Alright, pink color is turbulent. So these are the indications that will be shown in the cockpit for the pilot to see. Okay, this is not related to tomorrow's UT. So why did the QZ crash although they have the weather radar?
Malfunction.
No, it works. It works 100%
Pilot error.
because the weather radar doesn't tell the pilot how to fly to avoid the situation. If one whole piece in front of you is red, what do you need to do? Does it tell you what to do?
Turn back.
How to avoid? I don't know. So this system only tells you there's danger in front. It doesn't tell you what to do. So that's what happens for QZ and Asia. Okay. You need to remember this number, 0.7 millimeter per hour. For those who didn't come, must remember. Those who are here, no need to remember. Okay, just need to know that it increases downwards. Okay. Hey, by the way, turbulent, there's nothing. Turbulent, there's no precipitation. So how do you detect nothing? Doppler effect. Doppler effect. Okay. Doppler effect. This is like visual. Okay. Doppler effect. Understand? Understand? Earlier on, the very first thing I mentioned. Weather radar dangerous to human. Try not to stand in front of the weather radar when it's operating. Okay, that's all. What is weather radar good for? Detecting? What's the best over here? It can detect. Right here. What's the least that it can detect. Okay. Weather radar is good at detecting objects that are wet, moisture. Moisture. Ice is not moisture. Alright. Snow is not moisture. Do you know that snow is dry?
Yes.
Singaporean. Green, have you touched snow before?
No.
Wet or dry?
I say no.
Because no city can touch the snow lah.
You touch your own hair.
My hair no snow what.
You touch your hair.
Dry off.
What's your problem? Huh?
What's the problem, huh?
Hey,
You pay attention or not?
Okay, what's your problem? Alright.
I don't know, you just shocked. Shocked so shit.
Okay. That's all.